Okay, next let's talk about the message of a certain cue. This is a little different than the emotion. The message is kind of what we want the audience to take away from it. So this, if the film is done really well, this will be fairly transparent, and your job will be to punctuate what the director has done in the scene already. We use this term punctuate a lot. So what that means is, let's say, for example, there's a scene where a a guy walks into a bar, there's a shootout, and he lives. The message there is probably that the guy is kind of a badass, and he wins the shootout, right? So at the end of the day, what we're trying to say there is this guy is tough as nails. So our job with the music will be to emphasize that. So however we can emphasize that, that's what we're looking for in the music. That's what's going to make the director happy, is if we can write something where we take the message that the director already has and we really like beef it up. So it might be that there's some key moment in the scene where the camera pans and looks right in the eyes of that the main character, and we do some big low note and just boom, and that kind of says like, this is the person who is the big tough mean guy. It's finding those little moments within the cue that's really going to help push that message that the director's trying to make. So keep that in mind as you're working on a film. You always need to reinforce the message, and not change the message. If you have a score, if you've written music that doesn't work in a scene, then you might be sending the wrong message. You might change the message. You'd be shocked at how powerful music can be in a scene. And it can totally change the message. The message might be, this is really a really happy moment, and you put really dark music in there, and all of a sudden it's a really dark scene because the music has just incredible power. This is why some film directors, one in particular, Quentin Tarantino, has said he will never hire a composer. He does not work with composers. He always just buys the rights to music that he can put in the film. He doesn't work directly with composers at all because he has said the composer has too much power. That's a quote from him. So you can take the message and completely distort it. Now in this next video, I want to show you an example of doing that, of completely changing the message. Let's jump to a new video and then we'll do that.